Hello and welcome. Today I'm going to show you some reports you can use within STAR for the very first time you're looking at data after your students take that first test of the school year, and also some down the road as well. First, we'll start with going to STAR Reading right here. And we'll go to Reports. Easy enough. Once you're there, you're going to see a large list of reports. There's a lot of stuff and good information in here. I would first, my personal preference would be go to here, Instructional Planning Class. I'm going to change schools real quick here, and go to here, and I'm going to pick on Mr. Kearns' class. Now once you go there, I prefer to use the benchmark of Park. Okay, if yours does not say Park, just choose it from the list and hit Update. And you'll see, it'll make this all the skill scores for your class, broken down by category. So you have your top tier, which is a dark green, your green tier, which is good, your blue tier, which is passing, yellow, which needs help, and red, which is your more severe. Now, you can break this into instructional groups very easily. Say you only want 3 groups, just put it to 3. And you can pick it, just say I want these in group 3 here, say I want these in group 2. And say I want these on one group here, just for sample's sake. And then you just hit next, and you can start assigning resources from that point forward to that group. And you can see here, and then it also shows you by group here what belongs to each. So you have number of students per group, their median, and their range. So let's say here group 1 gives you student names in that group, areas you need help with, and each section. Same for group 2 and group 3. So it's a nice little way of looking through data and making groups for your kids. Nice and easy, nice and clean. I'll go back to reports now. Next report I'm going to go to is the State Performance by Class report. So I'll go to here. I'll pick my teacher again. In most cases, this should be already set for you. You don't have to go through this part. It'll just show your class automatically. And here I can pick different ranges. So say I want beginning of the school year versus the end of the school year. This to kind of do as a comparison for you. So let's say I want to go to the end of the school year here. Oops. And view report. And this here shows you where they started out, where they are now average scale score wise, number of kids below the pathway, and number of kids on pathway. And it just also gives a nice breakdown of all your scale scores per student. Nice little report. I'm going to choose a different report now, and I'm going to go to the diagnostic report. The diagnostic report is a nice report because it gives you some good real data and tips for your students to use in class. So I'll use the same class I used before. I'll show grade equivalent. I can show skill area scores, which I'll do. And I can sort by either ID or last name. That really makes a huge difference. And again, I would choose Park for this. If you want to choose a custom date range as well, go ahead. Now you'll see here, it gives you the individual student report here per student. It gives you their different score areas. It gives them where they fit on the band. It gives you their different domain scores where they're at. And their skill details. So it tells you each one the domain scores here for each area they scored. So it gives you kind of a general idea of where your students' strengths are in the classroom and where they may need help in. One other report I want to show you, although you can't use it after the first test, only after the second you give the students, is this report right here, the Growth Proficiency Chart. I'll get down to the school level real quick here. So I'll go click first here to Prairie Oak. I'll click on View Teachers. Alright, so say I click on this class here. I'll go View Class. Alright. Now I'll click on View Students. What this does here is it takes the scores, the tests you take during the school year, and then compares the scores together to give you an average growth percentage, basically, or student growth percentile. And the percentile is also rated against other students, not just from our district, but across the country and across our state, that compares it to how the one student is scoring versus them, and then makes an equal comparison to them and puts them on a range. Ideally, what you want to be is in this section right around here, where you're higher growth, higher achievement, or lower growth, or lower achievement, higher growth. This area here is where you want to be, because this shows these kids actually are growing at a decent rate. And it just shows you there with scale scores or test prior, stuff like that. And there's what growth percentage is. For this kid, it's 82. It's a really nice report, and I highly recommend watching this during the course of the school year because it'll show you how your kids are progressing. They really will. And I think that'll be it for today. So thank you for watching, and have a wonderful day.